Hello, everyone. We're having a good day. Back with more patch quests. Let's see if I remember. I think last time we were trying to decide how to spend the money to appropriately help Radatan, Moristinian thing. And we're gonna keep doing that and really hope that I don't run into anything with Arianje because I never say what he says on time. Okay, so yeah. Da-da-da. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those who lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Yola. She asked that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Thank you, Bone Scar, for the 11 months, almost a year.
I appreciate you.
I will go with you. The child is actually a dragon. I thought the satrap would be a bit too busy setting up the foundation. The clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this before we on in the office. Done. I am curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gates. Blah blah blah. Quack quack quack. Thank you for the ducks. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. The scout right there. Although is this is the High Crucible for Yishtola. Isle. Am I missing something? Smiles to make me naturally nervous. Cat, cat, pet cat, pet 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 cat, pet 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 cat, pet pet cat. Great. Oh, thank you. You're pretty great too. Hello, Lishola. Will you be voice acted?
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening.
Oh yeah, there was a void gate.
For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
Strange.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Yes, totally understand that, yep.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Oh, thank God. They're gonna flashback? Good, because I didn't remember that. Exactly.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, The laws of nature hold no sway.
Yeah, I not remember immediately. Yeah, you know, goldfish brain does that. Okay, I'm a lovable goldfish, though.
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first.
And I was the only one.
The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
I remember your cute bone scar.
Many voids sent found in the source. Who guides them here and how?
An excellent question.
I just remember the important details like that.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical.
Summoning?
For example, let us consider the gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
That seems insulting to a gargoyle. But probably good to explain.
The prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Those gargoyles got a clutch plate.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Weird little snake thing.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Souls are here to fit into holes. Got it.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Oh.
Wait. You said that void scent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form,
souls are tiny and can fit through tinier holes.
On the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
Danger's my middle name.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Or technically adventure, as your soul just pointed out. Yes.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive, and I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Yeah, I got this. Got me in.
I had a feeling you might say that. Once
Where are
again,
we going?
I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Just two black
That said,
mages
as
doing
much as
black
I would
mage
like to march
things.
straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name,
For
provided
indeed.
it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take
Or
every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
Yep.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Yep. Yeah, talk to them.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
Yep, totally.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
Indispensable, you
A
say?
man-made void scent.
It's gonna be a cute companion, isn't it?
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Google. I don't know. I'm gonna with what? 'Cause I don't know anything. I'm not playing dumb because I am dumb.
Have you already forgotten Graha's debacle in Numenor? The restricted
Yep.
section where he was caught sneaking about. It may very well hold a copy of the Daymir's documentation.
Totally knew that. Yep.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Da.
Let us be on our way as well.
Dun dun dun. Does he know something?
Venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Dragon? Do, do, do. Oh, I didn't. How do I? Eh. Wait, there we go. Done. Done social things for the day. Alright, so where are we going? We are to enter a new restricted forum with minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permissions of the forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? /FC. Okay. I figured there was something like that. I am just... I don't know. I have to click everything and found the brain, despite the fact that's probably exactly how WoW works. Final Fantasy's like, I need to pick. No one springs to mind. What if Skull or Monty Chain? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry after all. Sure. Just settle it. Let's head to the phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. She's my companion. Yeah, I know. It should be thinking, not something I do regularly. Get in here. Hello, Lalafell. Hello, Montague. Visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholar, but we were hoping you might help us secure permissions restricted archive. Oh, no further. I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Getting all this wide world of comparative serenity. What so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden things? We're just looking to cross into another universe, you know. Typical warrior of light things. Fascinating. I had no idea such technology existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Demir has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the war. That is in fact precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rifts, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of the existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and echo of the future, and yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Ah, marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use it for ill. I have some reason not to represent your request of forum's consideration. Funny cat girl, haha. Yep. Funny cat girl, big explosion, but wants to know the knowledge of the universe. Although your petition will be received if you have the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Alphino's father. Why, Master Fortuno, of course, he can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we would pay a visit to Livia or State and plead our case. You know, after almost getting us all dead, could do it. One last thing before you go. If you consider personal favor, if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager, so if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Gar. I can't say yawn like when I'm not reading. Love yours was over there. Got the big house. Oop. The butler. You're expanding your vocal cords like you would during a yawn. Fair. Ah, Mistress Washbourne, Mistress Shistola, how can I help you? We've come to speak to Master Fortuno. Is he home by now? Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Probably not. Aren't taking his steady breaths. How do you know this? When did you learn the science of yawning? Well, Emilians would invite you inside for tea, but I assure this is not a social visit. Have some matter of importance to discuss? Then pray proceed, you have my full attention. Smile. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholar Montchain expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. You tell him, Black Mage, Cat Girl. Of course. You do understand the restricted archives are restricted for good reason. Yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing the forbidden knowledge? Knowledge. For a brother who misses his sister, he was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. That was very poetic. Is no vital mission perhaps reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthwhile cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, I surely appreciate how painful that is. Elections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first could constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Meow. Couple of cat girls. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add requests to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldesian Annex. Do, do. Yes. We are talking. Yes. The door opened. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlane and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed to allow you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. Let's go read some books. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, the permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Walking off. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlane needed to guide it through not one but two calamities. Dalphinod, shy, he's a tsundere at heart. That went well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on these forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Damer's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Alright. Oh, you presumably correct. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the research section. Excellent. Once again, thank you for your help. It was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Oh yeah, this is full. Shall we? Alright. Yeah, she's geeking out. I'm gonna eat the corn. Wait. Then I'm gonna drink the orange juice. Yeah, it hurts me too. I need to deal with it. I think the only time I've really been on is for this stream, and I feel like I don't want to bore everybody with cleaning this out on stream. So it's a problem that keeps making itself worse. Hello, index page. Archon Yashtola. Why is he talking like that SpongeBob meme? Archon Yashtola and guests identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your steps, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Oh, but I'm fire 4. I'm pretty sure my chocobos fell too. Da. Yeah, I hate me too. Look at all the books.
If House notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Yeah, that. Fixing it after stream. Okay. Yep. Ah, it is full. Look at this, like. I have offload. I don't think. I think my retainer's got space. All right.
Hit it!
Thank you, Mystic, for the 11 months.
I appreciate you.
Quack, 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 quack. Today in a world not my own, I most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any. Is this a romance novel? What the? I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions, inconsequential, insignificant, even. All that matters is the love I feel for the exquisite, transcendent being. Are you tempted to read more? Does not seem. Oh god, that's pixely. Weighty tome. In the year 1564 of the 6th Astral Era, the Amalja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of the fire aspect magics. If we consider that primal summoning is in fact fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that result deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the aether should one believe in an almighty omniscient attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself brace us with his presence? Some of the other embodiment might sagacity. Could this man-made God truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have any question concerning the nature of the ancient world with no spell to transport me back to the days of old. But I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, and no means to verify its pronouncement? How could one be? They were true. It's very philosophical. There. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating the rift spanning the apertures as devised by Gua Shan, the ninth patriarch of House Demir. Ah, sounds exactly like it. We present research notes to the faculty of Charlene Stadium as both a token of our friendship and expression of our boundless admiration. Yep. Got it, boys. Got her. Hey, this Jola, I got a book for you. Is something you'd like to show me? Do you? My apologies. I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Well done. I think you have found our prize. Now, speak it to me.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damir's resonance many times at the Great Work.
Yep.
Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Fussy, fussy, fuss. The book open a void gate itself. Let's do it. Yeah.
ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born
Like that one,
creatures.
another book, just books within
Talent which
books.
sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings reveal that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Voidsent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Totally, yep.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Alright, we're gonna find that thing and fire for it. Let's do it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
I mean, we're here. Might as well. Maybe they can teach us something else. Hey, little robot. Or 7 calamity. Alright, still, where are we going? As much as I would love to start crafting the Atmos, I am afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Danish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature. I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Hana can. I say we return to Thavnir and look for her. The great work. Come on, fat cat. Now I know I've been here, but I completely forgot with it. Oh, now I remember. I guess there's no cutscene. That guy's in one. Yushtola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study and that you need to be part of it. I have no doubt you will be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Daemir. I never knew such a work existed. You should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was, but that means every word within it's forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. Scholars, man. I don't know wish she actually had a book in her hand. Probably look really tiny. Elephant hands. To think the Daimler were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder. Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes 1,000 times yes. Work on the Daimler project that had even the doubtful scholars of Charlene trembling in their sandals. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacron once we built it? Oh, you know, just casually go into another universe. So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand the sin portal, then I will need to see it for myself. I think manipulating the rift-spanning aperture is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Fair. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Of course. Charlane's markets provided the raw aquamarine, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need to go no farther than the Font of Maya. The aesthetics of old once favored for the meditation. Water pools, blah blah, and even flow of ether. Sounds perfect. It would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool. I will petition Itra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the gate. Shall we be about it then? Okay. I go get thing. I bring to gate. Will I have to kill something there? Let's find out. Da. Is this the place where that, like, I don't know, that, like, this small child got knocked into the water by a sin eater and, like, died or something? Or almost died? Oh wait, no, it wouldn't have been a sin, but not a sin eater. Whatever the Endwalker, like, shadow bad guys of emotional distraughtness. Astrally dense pocket. Okay. All right, what's coming out? Anything gonna kill me? Oh no. Okay. But that was very anticlimactic. Hey, Stinian made it. Ah, there we go. Do you have that flask for me? Yes, I do. Boop. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you. Bup, bup, bup. Spell speed. 0 slots. Yeah, yeah. Of all these things. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I've been trying to. I'm just bad at it. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Will we have need of Matsia boat again? Not this time. Once you're still inform me of our destination, I arrange for a vessel to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host, shall we? Da, 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 da. Yes, I'm walking. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. My armory chest. Get this axe. Dude. Da, 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 da. Let's go. The ship is yours. All right, let's go. Oh, this is exciting. Out of the Dow's legacy. See the truth of a legend with my own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. Where's warding? Yes. Here. Da, da, da. Cutscene. Da, 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 da.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Aether. What?
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify.
Oh, is she just going for it? Okay.
The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Ooh.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
You know, opening a door, taking a step in. Oh, familiar. Yeah, that's smart.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention.
Yeah, I knew that one.
As Vritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
Oh, I feel bad for familiars, man. They're just guinea pigs.
a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Why does this animation is...
Water, froth, and fire!
That was very magical girl summoning.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Ooh. And the ears go down.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Oh no. Childhood
I wish
friends.
my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well. This one will bear a warding scale.
Just shove it inside.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
She's just sacrificing her childhood friends.
Yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void sense slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Is it? Oh,
And we are glad for it.
froth and foam, froth and foam, froth and
Let us
foam.
begin, shall we?
I can't do it just for your Stola. Her unique black mage spell. Holy, holy, hole.
Nixies, into the void.
Shadow Realm? Alright. They're way more excited to go there than most of the people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Da, 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 da. Alright, I'm assuming there's more cutscenes after this, and it looks like an ad's about to start, so I gotta pee. So I'm gonna run that ad, so we don't get anything during it, and I will be right back. Go. Eddy frothing and foaming, yep. Always is. Especially when he sees the I can fix her lady that was with Gotsetsu on the island. And whose name I can't remember. Alright, it's got 30 seconds. Are any of these like to this? No, if one of these are accept weapon. Baguette. Yeah, it's over. Okay, let's go. Destination. Waiting. Can't wait for one to be like a demon Nixie. I'm gonna want that one. Sure, look cool.
I think we've waited long enough.
Come back.
Nixies, return to my side.
Ooh. Oh, that one's not looking so good. Aww.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Now die.
The poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Oh.
They're coming through.
Fire 4.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Aw. I want to explode him.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
We help that little one now.
Experiment. I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Wait, that
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
yeah, no, explain it for Justinian. He's totally lost, unlike
The
me.
13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
Dang, Emmett.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition? I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Probably a smart man. But we're gonna do it anyway.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Give it to her.
Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
He looks so sad. Stinian's having none of it. Dun, 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 dun. So ponder the next stage of your preparations. Once Ninhara succeeds in replicating the mock Atomos, the door into 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I'm no interested in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There is something I must do first. Listen, any excuse for him to use his lance, am I right? Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of aetheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability we need to improve to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? The Allegans? Question mark? Perhaps they once did, but availing ourselves of elegant insights tends to be an involved process in and of itself. I believe a more straightforward approach is in order, consulting with the engineers of Garland Ironworks. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experience hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Rugger's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Yeah, Sid's coolest. Oh, it's right here. Wait, they brought... Interesting, they brought me directly here. That was nice of them. What brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you, and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. I said. Bye, random person. As pleasure as always, I hear you have a job for us. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon? That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after the Meteon and that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation? Sure, totally. Yep, I saw that too and totally see it, not just your soul, and he's not holding it. Seems a manner of corrosion is set in around a scratch on its surface. Much of the void's corruption seeped into narrow through his wounds, in which case our best bet may be simply to prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. We're giving it... okay. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity so as not to impact the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, you say? Nero has compiled data on the 13, so I'll have him pitch in with the design. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. In any case, we may need time to untangle the particles. Healers. Understandable. We do know your busy schedule and the final results will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Didana is getting on with Am I still in the first patch? I didn't get I haven't gotten a splash screen, but it feels like this Been going for a while.
Ah, hey, Stola.
The last
The
one? Okay.
adjustments are going well, I hope.
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Yeah.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
Yeah.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side.
Alright, this dragon sister
She was
better
my
not
guardian,
be
a sister,
like
my dear
void
companion.
sent.
And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Celestinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people.
Aw, Stinian.
Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
They're all gonna die.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Ooh.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
Done. Done. Done.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Hey, Estanian.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Sister. Please don't be dead, sister. Please. Or a raging void monster. Neither are good options. Protect them well. You must take heart.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
You know, maybe he should send his dragon self instead of the child version self. Just, you know, food for thought. Surprise me. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Bertra reach this conclusion. It was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the palace wrecked by some unnatural storm. Damn. What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatosk's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Bertra that pain, then I will follow. Any other former scions we should call? I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now to the specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safely after each brief foray. Would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should suffice. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduta. Everybody. and so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once Foundation activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for the habitation. Oh, I have too much money. Oh, no. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduta in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in search for Asdaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take or what our chances of a success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidhana. If you've preparation to make before we venture into 13th, now is the time. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. Time skip. You know what this means to me, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are heading to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Fist punch. No fist punch. Oh, we're gonna get view of some. Oh, hit rate, crit rate, crit. Dun. Meanwhile, in the 13th. Ah, boy. Oh, that really cool like dark armored guy. You see him? Da, 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 da. I mean, Scythe knows. Hmm. Dun dun dun. Wait, is that a hand like on the? Oh, that's kind of. Ooh.
Unless I am returned. To this world, bereft of saviors.
Da, 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 da. Dragon. All right. Okay. I drink a lot of water and have a tiny bladder, so I'm gonna pee again. I'm gonna run a shorter ad this time. Just so keep this stuff out before we start the next part. Okay. Cookie and cat. Cookie. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Get back. Excuse me. Okay, they're leaving. Cat just roll. Okay, cool. Alright, we're back. Hope the cat entered while I was back. Let's get this started. Alright, Varshan. Got. Excellent timing. Just a moment ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also bring an artificial Atomos. All is in readiness for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the Great Works. Let us head there at once. Da, 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 da. Hope everyone's having a good night so far. Thanks for hanging, everybody.
I appreciate you.
Yuppa, yuppa. Oh, wait, is this? Oh. I mean, it's what the picture looks like. Just kind of gross looking. Alright, let's go. What's Eddie losing his mind over? There you are. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial Atomos. Though we've yet to put it to proof, its aether is practically identical to that of the original, a truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder they are the pride of Ratan. I would express my gratitude to Anna, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atomos to attend a pressing task, but said she would return ere we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know, I am. I was there at Crystal Tower, lest you forget, I wouldn't miss this for the world. And you don't mind if we come along and see you off? I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. It was my painstaking collected data that made the reinforcement possible. Skills will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. That's an awkward smile. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guaranteed their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging, here are the scales. With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Gold will suffice. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Wait. Tirana is off the matter. Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. A dragon locator. Will you please come with me? Would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friend, but I require a moment. Certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? He's gonna come out decked out in armor. The kind that'll help him in the void, I would assume. In that godforsaken place, you'll need all the help you can get. But you, of all people, should know that A. Dang. Ba-da-da-bo, ba-da-bo-da-bo.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Vritra, I presume.
Oh,
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye.
oh, okay.
I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is no to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use. Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
It's okay. We're not bringing all the Scion.
Rest
Few of them
assured,
here could deal
we are
with it.
more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Vashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan, and best of luck.
Look at those veins, scales.
I have something for you as well.
Oh?
While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit.
Oh no.
As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadal's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger.
Crystal? Crack rock?
Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon.
Oh. Oh.
The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Hydaelyn's gift than her chosen champion?
Sure thing.
there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
I swear, I have to walk there. They were nice enough to bring me all the way to where Sid was. They could totally bring me over there. Yeah, they did. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Satrap and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready? Yes. Alright, let's go. So is that thing gonna like just to send us over, or is it gonna like make it bigger?
I shall now lift the seal. In the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Nom 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 nom. It's evolving. Oh.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
Alright, that was kind of cool.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
Death.
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area.
Yes, good plan.
The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we
Uh-huh.
require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Aw, I want more havoc.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Let's go. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. The Fell Court of Trolla is now accessible. Would anyone like to do this with me? Or should I go with these wonderful NPCs? Da, 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 da. I'm mainly asking you. I. Da, 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 da. Da, da. I'm ready when you are. No, like item up. Eddie's cool. Is that why Eddie was losing his mind? Because his sub expired, he couldn't figure out his like password. We knew it. Dude. Bam 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 bam. Get rid of some stuff? What stuff should I get rid of? Because you know, I definitely need all of this stuff. Definitely. Want space. I do want space. But the question is, I'm kind of enjoying you hating it. For now. A little funny. How's my stuff? Goldsmith. Hey, look, Eddie figured out a sub. Night mail. Da, 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 da. Dude. Oh, a lot prettier than I thought the void would be. I guess we're not in the void yet. We're just going to it. Hey. Did the court of Troya. Da. Uh, whatever now. It appears rats have wandered into my castle. Beatrice? Who's Beatrice? Oh. Thank you. I don't know. Oh, hey. That wasn't my fault, I swear. Oh, that's all. Oh, they're coming together. That's a big one. That's a lot of them. Forgive me, my lady. Hey. At the seat of the foreman. Flare. Boom, kaboom. Or loot. I assume that's Lady Beatrice here with her. Ah, Beatrice. Strongest arm. Ah, I think I did the mechanic right, but it cost me my stacks. I don't like the look. Take it off. Take it off. Dear. Look this. Wait, what did I do wrong? Um, someone else devour the. Oh, statement. Choker of slain. Alright, treasure. Do, 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 do. Kaboom! Dun, dun. Trapped in my own domain. No, I don't want to be eaten. Says we're gonna eat her.
So the gate did open again and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Oh. Okay. Oh, he's sucking her up.
I am Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four.
Who are you?
Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your grave.
Okay. Whee!
Your ether is mine!
Ether. Eating.
Breathe deep of your death. You must die!
He stacks zombification. Ow. Oh, there's walls here.
My blade thirsts for blood.
That doesn't look like a good spot to stand. Hey, I was right. Oh. That also wasn't a good spot to stand.
Protect me, my minion. I give you a taste through despair.
Ow.
Stubborn mortals. Come, fill your lungs.
But my ley line. Oh, I don't think I should. Oh, I was just about to do the thing to there. Yep, doesn't like that. That spot in particular. Oh, what, my paradox? Oh, I thought I flipped the paradox and. Damn. Oof. Ah. Oh, flesh. Bye bye. Do 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 do. Oh hey, didn't you show and rush up? Good of you to show up. Oh. Oh, thank you. Nom nom. Aw. Alright, let's see what's out of here.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Dun dun dun.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
Oh, damn.
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Yeah, proceed with caution.
Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us. I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
do, do. Buried memory. And okay. Hey. Wait. Alright, so what do you got? Castle should serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what else there is to learn here. Oop. You will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troy Castle, you may. Here we go. Weaver's Warning. Additionally, you may now enter the Falcon for the duty. Alright, Rashawn. Go. Boarding scouts exhibits no change. Be safe to remain here and begin our search. But with her now, I would sense Ajaya were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know you've come? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast. That I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is born upon ether. 'Tis liable to draw more void sent to us. In any case, there is little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated castle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. Understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well, let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. Here. Sure. Go down. Indian talking with the void scent. Cool. Got anything for me? Grr. Grr. I wasn't guarantee you. Not unlikely that I'll learn it. You. What enticing ether do you have? Give me some. Give me some. Oh, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, fine. I'll find someone else to eat. Grumble. While able to communicate, this one seems to think of only feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. Spider one forlorn. The mistress' eyes are beauty is sublime to bask in her glorious bliss. Now she's gone, never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no wars, what am I to do now? What am I to do now? Hey you. Look like you. I serve, I obey, please don't eat. Oh, okay. A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know about anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are taste. They might have been eaten already. Alright. Go down the basement to find the person they captured. Hope he's not eaten. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same, though a wrong voice and tend to have a lower intelligence, would seem. A pity Garmalone is gone. What of you? Basement. A clairvoyant in the dungeon. That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this Voidson, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. Nom nom nom. To the dungeon. There it is. Uh... Oh. Dun 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 dun. Oh, you're cool. You got no head though. Ooh, doggy. 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 Okay, you're ugly. Oh, you're coming. Oh, that guy. Are they gonna convert? Is this Xenos or the Grim Reaper? Bum bum bum.
You are the friend.
The friend. Ah, it does have the narrow arm. You're the void sent bound to Xenos.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
Ooh. Friends? Fish are friends, not food. Crack rock.
Heidelin's crystal.
Oh, hey. Riley.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature. So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Friend's a strong word for a homicidal maniac that tried to kill me, but sure. Yeah, same.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
I didn't expect this to become a philosophical question. Her earrings. They are pretty cool. I mean, her whole look is pretty cool. Makes me want to play Reaper. And this. As might one expect, the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn. Seems different from other voids, and at least those we've met, and the change we witness I suspect is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and her world. Your favorite animation colors? Oh yeah, I mean, dark and edgy. big mood and also looks cool as shit. It's the reason why it's cool. It's everybody wants to do it. Why was Fandaniel? Okay. Question. So I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it that you're after? We're looking for a void scent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned for you. We are visitors to this world, know little and less of its workings and ways. We'd be grateful if you could tell us about it and yourself. So it's information you seek. You offer for it. I beg your pardon? Void scent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the soul in this world you call the void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I expect that coin carry has no value here. Void scent crave one thing alone: ether. For information, I offer you mine, just not all of it. Mind you, I still have me. Very well, I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we're to talk about the void, let us do so outside. Oh, I can mount up in here. Da, 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 da. Ooh, outside. Cutscene. Those are some pretty dope earrings.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, void scent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin eaters, darkness begat void scent.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void scent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different, that much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void scent, but only in part.
Bum bum bum.
The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me Void Sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
And call me what you will. I care not.
In his breath.
How about 0?
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
Hello, 0.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. 0 then.
Tipping her hat to us. Here's to a fruitful partnership.
Partnership? Are you saying you wish to strike a bargain?
Didn't we already?
Well, 0, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ashdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Purple whooshy whoosh in the sky is not a good sign. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Did you say something? No?
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of Void Scent, perhaps.
Alright, Varshan. I must say, we're rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue this conversation within the castle. Sure. The throne room is defensible given its few points of ingress. Let us head there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we've arrived. Jeez. Moving is not part of the bargain. I wish I had that level of 2. Is it? They like me on my mount going between zones that could both have my mount? Ooh, it's got a horn. A cool sword. Dun, 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 dun. I'm walking on the dinner table. Dun, 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 dun. I like your horsey, Mr. Headless Knight person. Alright, Zero. Let's give you some there. Buff you up. Yeah, we were just here. It's wild. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Alright, additionally, you will be part of participate in battle. Okay, this is nothing like. Okay. Oop. Excuse me. Alright. Goodness, this will probably be the last thing I do for tonight. Yeah.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
Right, yes, I finally have met her. Must be happy.
You're mine.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Thought we killed you.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
But then we got Zero to eat it now.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. My mouth waters at the memory.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
This dude's missing a few teeth. Oh. No.
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
Okay. I mean...
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much.
I was about to say, like, it feels like if she, like, you know, squatted up with us and we killed them all, she could eat it, everybody, and be less hungry. Listen, I know you don't... That seems like a decent deal to me. I don't know.
Every soul in this domain serves me now. Come, feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers his call. We'd do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Bye. Explosion. Up.
He hastens their regeneration.
We are death. You cannot defeat that which cannot die. Struggle and slaughter all
Hey Zero, you hungry?
Our foe has too great an advantage.
We need to drag him out of this damnable feast. Quickly, stand together!
Boom, beat your butt, shakalaka.
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
Listen, I mean, I don't think that guy's got anything protecting him. I could just throw a fire 4 at him.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
Oh, snap.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
Ooh.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Alright, those are some cool colors. I want them.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid,
we can defeat him.
Smile. More crack rocks.
What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
The Reaper. Garmaglone.
However incurred, a debt is debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn void scent into crystal.
What is this power?
You must tremble before my truth strength.
Attend to the minions first. Be gone.
Okay.
That's far enough. Got you.
Trickery will not fail.
Trickery. Kicking your butt.
Reinforcements.
This will hurt.
Impressive.
Yo, I think Estinian's got a crush. I've already seen your mechanics in the dungeon.
Pathetic. Useless. Enough. Enough.
We cannot win without Zero. We must help her.
Have this.
Another debt to repay.
Is anyone keeping a running tally of these deaths? I'm starting to lose track of them.
Deal with you first. I'll kill you all myself.
Finally getting serious, so. Very well. Let us return the favor.
Can I? Yes, please. Yeah. Dink. Nom 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 nom. Gonna eat them all now?
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Unless, you know, our voidsent friend here eats you.
My flesh. Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this? To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet... Ah, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
The crystal. Ooh. Crack headaches.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the crew's gift?
Yeah.
In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
The dragon ether.
Very well. Behold.
It's dragon ether.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends.
Oh, dragon's an ether battery.
As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
Phrasing. couple of these.
Are you all right?
Yes.
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
Dragons.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
Golbez
We've been
Diesna.
given much to consider.
Again,
Let us
I'm
take
not.
a moment to review what we know.
Alright, so what do you got? In light of our reading experience, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer some, a few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Come to the 13th floor, yes. You fought Voidsent here. But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. In a bit of a rush, I didn't have time to wait around and see. From what I know of your foray, I can hardly blame you. Perhaps they returned after you left, but if they didn't, there must be a reason why. There are circumstances in which we were unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Or more ether. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor might break free and coalesce into distant void sent once distinct. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely stronger beings. However, even assuming by the process is highly uncommon to endure. Yet despite his greater strength, Charmeleon managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of this? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundament of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should you speak for itself. I combine the ether of the soul and crystals. And he wielded this power during the Memoria. I'm the only one left. How does one come to wield Memoria? And what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I don't know, though. The Void Sen can't use the power. I assume can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may be well of my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? Name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say. However, he's powerful, however. Then we must try talking to the other voids. Let us entrust the task to one. So will help facilitate communication. Certainly should be able to maintain composure better than a stern sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Golbez in my stead on the terraces to begin with? Thank you. We shall return here and discuss other avenues I pursue in the meantime. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Where am I? Okay. It's getting a little past my bed. I'm gonna call it here. Thanks everybody for hanging out and doing dungeon with me. I want to do more of this. Do where? Quack 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 quack. I don't know when. There will be more when I'm not so sleepy. Knows more Fire 4. Always Fire 4. Nothing else. Oh, I know. Explosion. What else? Anything interesting? I don't know. I think this is a 3-day weekend, so I might have some time this weekend actually to do more. Maybe I can weekend. I don't know. I need to know more about this. They are so cool and edgy, and they're do such cool colors and shit. So I want to do that. All right. So I'll be back. So then, good night, everybody. Time.
I appreciate you.
Goodbye.